This is Marcus Corval with MMA Net, and we're here at the Forum in Los Angeles where Glory just finished Glory 17, and I've used it twice before tonight. Krokop and Manhoff, legends in the sport. Here's another legend in the sport, Lucia Rijker. How are you?
Pretty good. What an exciting night.
How,
Unbelievable.
how does it feel to just sit here? You know, you don't fight kickboxing anymore, you don't fight at all anymore,
Yeah.
but to watch these guys, and a lot of them Dutch, like yourself.
You know, it was interesting. I went to Freddy's gym. I was at Wild Card, and then one of the trainers came to Wild Card, and he said, "Oh, there's going to be a kickboxing tournament, Golden Glory." I said, "Golden Glory? That's a Dutch promoter."
Yeah.
I said, "Give Cor Hemmers, the promoter, my number." So Cor called me, and he got me some VIP tickets, and I'm like, "Wow, this is like unbelievable night. What an amazing competitive fight!" And here in Los Angeles, that's like unbelievable.
And then, having someone like Melvin Manhoff, who's a legend in the sport, coming up asking to take a picture with you. You just watched him fight in there, and I'm sure you watched previous fights with him as well. What is it like to have all these people still coming up to you till today, recognizing you?
You know what's interesting? Today was a special day because I got a certificate, an honorary degree to be a coach and a trainer in kickboxing, and it's now an NOC NSF, which means it's Olympic. It's an Olympic certificate, and it's an official document in the Netherlands where it's registered. It's like a degree. And years ago, when I started kickboxing, I was considered a freak. So that is officially that I'm because I followed my passion. Now I got an honorary degree. Today I'm here. This is an amazing competitive tournament with all the people I go way back with, like all the Dutch people.
Yeah.
There's some people in here that I trained. It just feels like a reunion.
Now, having some like Joe Schilling and Artem Levine who fought 3 times in a night. Have you ever done that? 3 fights in a night?
No, I've never done a tournament. The tournament, I think, at some point you're fighting yourself, your pain, and your opponent. So it's about endurance and perseverance and, like determination. Like skill is important, but determination is important too, and strategy. And also when they pull the right guys in the beginning, because if you have the wrong guys, then you come out injured after the first 2 fights.
And we saw Joe Schilling, had to do 4 rounds in his first fight and 2 hard fights, and he showed on him in the finals as well. Now, that feeling of first having your adrenaline pumping from fighting and then coming back, especially from kickboxing, the low kicks, and having to go back out there 2 more times.
People have no idea. After the first fight, you go into your dressing room, everything swells up. You saw this one kid, he had like a bump on his head. He came back, he had no more bump. They cut it open, they take the blood out. Everything swells in your body, so they put ice all over your body. What happens when you have a swelling and you get hit or kicked on it again, especially the shins? It hurts unbelievable. So to come back again, and every time you get kicked, it is so painful. And then you come back the third time, it's even more painful. Like the mental attitude that these fighters have to have before they come in for the third time and win. My goodness, my head goes off to all of them.
We're here at Glory, but there's another glory or golden ring in Sweden last year with Frida Wahlberg for Diana Prazak. You were in Diana's corner, and since this is MMA Net from Sweden, we have to talk about that. How's Diana doing, by the way?
Diane's doing great. She defended her title in Melbourne, March 1st, fifth round knockout. Her best fight ever. Against Frida was a tough fight, and she had to get going. Like she was a little slow start the first 4 rounds. In Melbourne, she was super. She was slipping punches, going on the punches. She dropped the girl 3 times with her right hand. Thank God they stopped the fight. Because I prayed before that fight. I said, God, may nobody get hurt. Please protect both fighters because I had a trauma after Frida. But I'm told that Frida made a comeback. Is that true?
No, it's not true. She's not fighting.
Okay.
She's made a comeback in life. She's
Okay.
doing a lot better, and she's working out. But I don't believe that she will ever fight again. But she's doing a lot better. Sorry. She just ran a
Oh,
marathon.
great. Great. I'm so happy that she's doing well because that was really traumatizing for me as a coach, for Diane as a fighter. Accidents happen, but you always want people to come out on top.
And we were with you the day after, and Diana said something very true, which is that her belt would be stained if Frida didn't recover, and Frida has recovered. And how is Diana doing mentally from that? Did you see any of that in her last fight? Because they say sometimes fighters lose their killer instinct after something like that happens.
No, Diane didn't lose any of her killer instinct. I had a moment before the fight where I was worried. I was worried Diane was going to hurt this girl, or Diane was going to get hurt because sometimes it could be you.
Yeah.
But again, I pray and I surrender because fighters have their own personal responsibility. This is a sport. Accidents happen. They happen in soccer. They happen in motorcycling. In every sport, accidents happen. Also in boxing, and we have to look at it as an accident.
Now, you mentioned that you won this honorary degree, which is great. Congratulations. But I also happen to know that you were in New York. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, 2 weeks
With
ago.
some of the greatest, the Hall of Fame in boxing. George Foreman was there. Tito Trinidad was there. How does it feel?
I was honored. It was the time of my life. I was honored in the International Boxing Hall of Fame in '09, but then to be among the greatest, Don King, Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, to hang out with Don King, backstage was like a dream come true. And what the most powerful thing to me was with one of the referees shared a story that he used to train with Sugar Ray Robertson, and that Sugar Ray Robertson took him to the gym of Joe Louis to start boxing. Richard Steele actually is the referee,
Yeah,
and he
yeah, yeah.
shared that experience. And I was just listening like a little kid. My mouth dropped, and I thought that I, as a woman, can be part of this world that I used to watch from TV, from the couch as a 7-year-old, was magical.
Congratulations, Lucia. It's always a pleasure talking to you, and I'm glad to hear that Anne is doing great as well. Thank you.
Thank you.